Hey, Nashville, welcome back to the NFM Podcast, brought to you by the OptimizeU studio. Our sponsors today are Chillin'. Oh my gosh, so yum. We had some last week in the podcast studio. Carrie, can we get that every week, please? Chillin'. And then our second sponsor today is Well Pro Thrive, and B2 Wellness is our third. Thank you guys so much for sponsoring. Today, we are here with Katie from OptimizeU.
Hello, hello.
And super excited to get into this podcast. We are in the OptimizeU studio, so fun to have you.
Good place to be.
Yes, good place to be. I feel optimized all the time when I step into the studio. And I'm also here with Mark Vikingstad.
Hey guys, it's good to be back.
Have you ever heard a last name like Vikingstad?
I was just
guys?
about to say, can you repeat that? For me?
Vikingstad
Okay.
is the last name.
Are you a Viking?
Yes.
Hey.
Vikingstad, yeah. Mark and I actually work together at BFT, the gym that I coach at and manage. And so he's filling in today for Talis. So thanks for being here.
And thanks for asking me, as
How
always.
are you?
I'm good. I'm good. Today was a long morning, but it was good.
How
Good
many classes did you
today.
coach?
Four this
Ooh.
morning.
Okay.
We did that coach's
back to
choice
back?
class. Yep. It was good.
Do
It
you
was good.
interact with them while you're coaching, or do you just like stand off to the side?
As
for a
much
line
as
and,
I can.
blow a whistle?
No, as much as I can. I'm trying to, today was definitely one of those classes where you had to push and help them trying to move through the class. They were like, we're getting tired. We're tired. I'm like, no, come on, let's go. You have this much time left. You came this far already. Like, it's just been like, just be as motivational as possible with them and kind of get them pushed to the end. Cause it was a doozy of a class.
Was
today.
it hard?
Yeah.
So I made this workout
Yes, you
that they
did.
did today, but I got
Those
it.
are the important ones that
Yeah.
like they want to
Yeah.
walk away from, and you're like, no. You're
Yeah.
staying.
Like it's
Keep going.
a good
Mhm.
challenge every once in a while
Mhm.
to have. It was inspired from another gym that I had gone and taken a workout, and I was like, oh, this is fun. The format's fun. It's maybe you've done it before. It's like you have certain machines that you're working on, like skier, rower, run, and you have meters to complete. And then once you get your meters, you go over and start working on different exercise where you chip away. Like it starts with 100 sit-ups.
Yeah.
So you have 3 minutes to get your meters on the ski erg and then go chip away for the remaining 3 minutes. When 3 minutes is up, you got to go back to the rower or run, and you start doing your meters there, and then you go back to start chipping away more at your sit-ups. So you just gradually like work on getting the reps done of the exercises over here. And it's like sit-ups, box step overs. What were some of the others?
Wall balls, kettlebell, jump squats,
Mhm.
added push-ups to the list.
Yeah.
What was the other one? The sit-ups, wall balls, step overs, devil's press.
Mm-hmm.
So a bunch
So,
of
like,
that
some
kind
You
of
strength
stuff.
guys are
conditioning.
like typically hit style, right?
We are strength focused.
Oh, okay.
Our focus is progressive overload through our 4 compound lifts. So we have like
Mhm.
focus every 8 weeks in our 8 to 9 week blocks. This block was deadlift, conventional deadlift, and bench press focus. So we test that and then work on getting stronger and retest. But we also condition. So we have like a strength day, a conditioning day, a strength day, conditioning day.
Just equally as important.
Yeah,
Mhm.
and
Mhm.
if you've done this well, then you know that like once you start getting conditioned, your strength becomes so much better. Like you have it in you
Mhm.
to give your strength a little bit more. So yeah, we're strength focused, but we are a strength and conditioning gym. So
Okay.
yeah,
Love
you
that.
need to come take a workout.
Tell me when.
Okay, let's
Yeah, I'll
go,
come
girl.
We'll set it up for next week.
Yay.
Yeah, I have.
I would love it.
I just looked at my key ring. You guys, I have 9 gym memberships.
Girl, do you have class pass?
No,
Oh my gosh.
no, I just pay for a membership. But part of my job is going in and like, I hate to say it, but like sniffing out you guys.
Yeah.
Right? Like
Mhm.
which one of you guys are good and which one's
Yes.
not. Number one, so I can make my referrals to the clients that are asking for trainers, but also to see like where I can kind of step in and help educate,
Mhm.
you know,
Yeah.
if they're willing to hear that unsolicited advice that usually comes from me.
Yeah.
But I enjoy bouncing around to different gyms just to kind of get, even though I've been a trainer for years, I like being trained.
Yeah.
You know, I like seeing what other
Yes.
people are doing
Yeah.
and getting like, the dedication is there, but sometimes that motivation goes in and out, you know? So when
Yeah.
I see someone like younger, better, faster, stronger than me, I'm like, okay.
I'm the same way.
I need to-
I
need
get
to
so
step it up.
motivated
Yeah,
by
and
like
sometimes you get, stuck in a gym for too long
Yeah.
and you look around and like nothing's motivating you. You just swap it up for a couple weeks.
Yes, I love what you said about
Mhm.
you're a trainer, but you love to be trained. I'm the same way. I've thought about like literally paying like my boss to train me or something.
Mhm.
Like he's he has a lot of knowledge, and I'm like, I want someone to create programs for me. Like, I want to train like an athlete, and I'm not like, I'm dedicated, but I don't think I'm motivated to train like an athlete, just creating it on my own. But I'm like, I just want to see how fast, how strong, how like everything I can be. So I'm the same.
I think it's so smart. I just got hired last night from a very well-known trainer in Nashville to be her nutritionist. I've been a nutritionist since 2018. And she's like, I think I need to be coached by you. Don't you write programs for people?
Yeah,
like,
that's awesome.
But I need that accountability. So yeah, you're right. We all do. I do better when I have a program to follow and someone to check in with me. So,
yes. Yeah. I need to reach out to you about that. I didn't realize you were a nutritionist because I got mine this year and I'm learning a lot. So
who'd you go through?
Precision.
That's what I did.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Then that's why I tell everyone to start on. You know, you can, they have a lot of different options that you can add on later on, but I think it's more coach friendly. So you're going to be able to relate. You're going to be able to relate to people and meet them where they're at versus always like a scientific approach. You're going to be able to have those conversations that make sense.
Yeah, it totally is. And I appreciate it a lot because that is the number one thing I would say I've learned through doing like nutrition coaching with people is it's so much more coaching than it is knowledge of like
psychological.
Yeah, like you have to first be able to get them to like be able to even get control of their week or control of their day before you can tell them to get 10,000 steps or before you can tell them to get this much protein in. Okay. Well, like how are they going to get that protein if they don't plan out when they're going to be grocery shopping, when they're going to do that meal prep? So it's so much of like life coaching and like figuring out how are you going to like help this person, like give them the tools they need to reach their goal.
My onboarding for nutrition is usually a 2-week process because of that.
Yeah.
So precision was great.
Yeah.
You'll appreciate it.
Well, we could talk about that all day, but we have to do the basket debate. Everybody's favorite. We could just, there's so many episodes we just get talking and almost forget our little basket debate. All right. Take one, pass it down. I'll start. Let's see. Okay. Carrie made these questions for us today and gave us a little heads up. We got AI and virtual coaching. Can AI-driven fitness apps replace human trainers in providing personalized, safe, and effective workout guidance? No, because in this description it says personalized, or you could say individualized. I think AI is a great tool, like to get a general workout, and you can even use. I mean, I've been impressed with how specific, like ChatGPT can become.
Yes,
you can tell it very, very individually like what you need, and it will like get pretty specific. But I still think there's just like such a whole person you have to look at.
You can't rely on it though, because I mean, like you can look at it because I've done it before. I've done it actually when I was programming for a few clients. I looked at ChatGPT when I first got it, and I was like, I just want to see if ChatGPT kind of comes up with a similar idea of what I was planning on for these certain clients. Told them what was going on with them, kind of thing. Just kind of put parameters in and said, "Bob, let me just see what it comes up with." It gave me just like a couple days programming. And it was almost to a T, almost very similar in what I already had planned out. And I was like, just to kind of give me an idea of like, okay, if not that AI is the be all end all, but if AI is planning this way, then you could be like, oh, look, I can compare and say, okay, I'm on the right track. Or I know exactly what I'm doing to make sure that this client's going to get a great workout. If ChatGPT is going to give that same kind of thing, then I'm going to assume that it's like, okay, it's pretty correct.
Yeah.
Because I've used ChatGPT for a lot of other things, and all the things that I've used it for have been pretty accurate.
Yeah.
But I agree. I don't think it replaces a trainer at all when it comes to programming, because there's way more, and what I've noticed, it's way more personal one-on-one. I go into my training sessions with a client, and I'm talking about their day. I'm talking about, how'd you do this week? How was work? How was this? It's not just the workout, but it's a total human connection that you have with this person.
Yes.
And you're finding out all the little things that they have an issue with, or there's a problem. I didn't do that great with my nutrition this week. That's okay. Like, are you able to do this and this and this? Let's have a conversation about it. So I think like that idea is never going to be, AI is never going to be able to fill that role.
For sure.
And never going to replace it that way.
Which goes back to what we were talking about with precision nutrition, like the coaching aspect of it. Like that part can't be replaced personally.
People are lonely too since the pandemic. Like we don't even know how have conversations, and we
Yeah.
do. We don't have people don't have
Look at us
conversations
sitting
anymore.
here.
So I think AI has a place.
Yeah.
I think if you don't jump on the train, you'll get left behind.
Yeah,
It's one of those things.
that
If you
point.
don't know how to use it, you need to learn it.
Mm-hmm.
I use it in my metabolic testing now. It's handy, especially if I have 100 tests that I have to like do a consultation with. There's no way that I could sit there and generate consultations on 100, back to back in 1 week. So AI is used for that.
It's useful that way.
It's very useful.
Yeah.
But I have to argue with you. I correct mine all the time.
Yeah.
I go through and I read
Really?
it line by line. I won't share anything that I don't feel is like true to me.
Oh, of course.
And
I
I will put mine in her place.
Okay.
So,
What does she say?
she'll apologize.
Yeah.
So yeah, she'll apologize. She'll go back and she'll say like, okay, scrubbing that. I'm going to update it for, memory
Mhm.
and safekeeping. I won't make it, happen again,
Yeah.
kind of thing.
That's not
Yeah.
going to work, AI.
Uh-huh.
That's not going to work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I apologize.
Yeah, this
Yeah.
is incorrect information.
My husband
Try
said
again.
he did the same thing the other day, and he was like, actually, blah, blah, blah. And she was like, oh, you're right.
Mhm.
So it's
Yeah.
interesting. It's so
Mhm.
wild.
My son, he's turning 11. He uses it for math now.
Hmm.
So like I remember, I don't know what generation you guys are, but we had a math app that we in high school and maybe college that I could take a Photo Math, I think, something like that.
Okay.
You could take a photo of the problem and it would generate all of like the steps. It would give you like the
Oh.
9 to 10 step process.
I didn't
where
have
like
that.
I
Nope.
knew how to write the whole
I
equation.
mean, I should have
Because
had
you couldn't
that.
just
but-
write the answer down, right? I
Yeah.
have to write the equation out for
Right.
the teacher. So it's the exact same thing. Chat will do that. So when he comes home,
I need that for, well, if I was
I
back
don't know
in
how I feel
math
about
days.
it, but I mean, I guess I did the same thing with my
Yeah.
app that I had access to. It's just a little
Yeah.
bit different. So AI, I
It's
think
a
is
useful
good.
tool, like
It's
for
useful.
homework if you're trying to understand, because
Mhm.
you can't write out an equation if you don't know where to
Mhm.
start. Like that can be
Yeah,
helpful.
but we need person-to-person connection. We're human.
Yes,
Yeah.
We
agreed.
need that. So
Yeah.
mine's
What's
a little
yours?
lighter than that. It
Okay.
says, which cuisine is the best in the world?
Oh, best in the
If
world.
I had to get rid of everything else and keep just like one region, it would be like a Mediterranean style diet.
Mm-hmm.
Anything like
Yeah.
colorful, fishy, light.
Lots of colorful food. Yes.
That's what I would keep.
Yeah.
Yeah. You ask a big grown man, they're gonna argue with me, but like I would get rid of steak to have salmon and fish. every
Really?
day. Yeah.
I don't know if I would do that, but
Mhm.
I mean, for the nutrients,
Mhm.
like maybe I would choose that, knowing.
Food is
'Cause-
fuel.
Yeah, and fish is so good; it has things that you can't get from other sources. So,
Mhm.
what would you choose?
To get to for the only cuisine.
Yeah,
Mhm.
My wife and I have been on a pretty healthy kick this past year, so I feel like just to get rid of one or just to choose one cuisine.
The-
Man,
I know.
Which cuisine is the best in the world?
oh, which cuisine is the best in the world?
What's
Oh.
your favorite?
Oh man, I would say steak is probably my favorite. Whenever
Yeah.
I get some good steaks, I'm good with that.
Mm-hmm.
Delicious.
I would say, I guess my favorite like type of food in general is probably like Mexican style, and I find myself doing that a lot. Like for meal prep and stuff, like I'll find some way to do some kind of variation of basically a taco bowl or a like wrap or something, but it's pretty much like got similar seasonings and stuff, like the cumin, chili powder, garlic powder, like it's pretty much that. So I'd say probably that, but that's just like of what I like tend to like to eat. I'd have to think more about it. Like of
Nobody said pizza.
No.
Every single
Mhm.
child in the world always says
they would say
pizza. Pizza is
Yeah.
my favorite food.
Do your kids like pizza? Yeah. I feel like
My daughter's request tonight was a salad, tomatoes, croutons, and Italian dressing though. So like like she came out of the womb begging for a cucumber. Just probably because of how I ate. But
That's great.
my son on the
Yeah.
other end, if he could have chicken tenders and mashed potatoes and
Yeah.
pizza as every meal, he would. So
Mm.
yeah, that's my little brother and
I
my
get that.
nephew. It's just
Mhm.
like pizza. They want pizza.
yeah, I could get rid of it
Pizza.
and never have it again. So
Yeah.
My question is, should recess be longer?
Oh,
Should recess be longer?
that's good. That's a good.
When
kid
I was in
question.
school, yes, I would always argue that recess should have been longer. even thinking about it now from a standpoint of a fitness standpoint, looking at it, yeah, I would agree that recess should be longer. Could be a little bit longer. Getting kids to move is a good thing.
Yeah.
Not like they need so much help because they're probably always moving all the time. But yeah, I would say yes, it should be longer.
So I've put a lot of thought in this because my children are in public schools. I don't have the ability to homeschool or private, but I would love to see an AM move your body, like stretch, blood flow kind of thing before you sit down and start the day.
Yeah.
And after or before lunch, whatever works for the schedule, that be like where the long recess is.
Yeah.
And then at the end of the day, let them get some like afternoon sunshine multiple times outside. And
get a good reset.
If you can't go outside, you need to go to the gym, go to the hallways. Like there's plenty of space in a gym, but I was medicated as a child. So, you know, I found as an adult that a lot of my issues came because I was like doing, you know, fidgeting in a chair where I just really needed movement.
Yeah,
you know?
get the energy out.
I think that you just got to provide that opportunity. And one time per day is not enough. So every 90 minutes, we need to take a session to the hallway and go do marching in place, jumping jacks, push-ups, wall sits. I don't know, like, whatever, tag.
Well, and we know that we need that too. Like if you've ever worked from home or just like had a day at the computer, then you know, like you need a brain break. You just need to get up and move a little bit and then come back to it. And coming back to it, you're like way more efficient and like focused if you can take a little break. So I think definitely kids are the same way, if not need it more based on their attention spans. But
I have a bike in my office and it's used for metabolic testing. But when I'm like knee deep in emails, and I am finding myself like yawning and stuff, I'll just get on there and pedal and take my computer to the bike.
Yeah, I love that.
Changes things for you. So.
I got to get a walking pad. I really want one of those. I feel like I would just hone in if I was walking and like typing at the same time. Yeah. But as a teacher, I mean, I think schools are definitely getting a lot better about it. And it really is up to the teacher, like their buy-in of their belief and movement for kids and how much it helps them. But yeah, when I was teaching, we would do like a morning meeting, and part of that was like some stretching and talking about, you know, our intention for the day and how we feel. And then we would have so many brain breaks where we would just get up, maybe like 2 minutes. We do like jumping jacks in place next to our desk. We do whatever, like rub the person's shoulder next to you, and then we sit back down and we'd get to work. And then we'll do recess. We'll go for a walk in the hallway and come back. And I felt like it was just necessary, even for myself, like as a teacher, just to like have a moment to like do something different than trying to like focus on math or whatever it was. So,
well, that's good to hear.
Big believer.
Perspective. So.
Big believer. And I think, again, it's just goes down to the teacher, like how much the teacher believes that it matters.
And the kids think it's fun. They're having a good time. And it kind of gives you a little bit. Yeah. And the teacher's like, teacher's cool. And then you're like, okay, I can take a second and reset myself. Let's get these kids a little bit more tired.
Yeah.
You know, if they're doing whatever. Like, I feel like it just gives you a little bit of like okay, this is what we got to do, kids.
Yeah. And then
we'll come back to it.
Yeah. And like while they're learning, giving them more ways to learn, like with movement and being able to like just get out whatever they need to get out. Like some kids had a seat that they would sit on and they could just wiggle in it while they write. Like it's like an inflatable seat that sits in their desk. Or they would have like a band on the bottom of their legs of their chairs, and they can just like push their foot down on the band. And so it gives like some way to just like keep movement, or a fidget in your hand. So there's definitely so many more methods now than there were. But recess itself, I don't think should be longer. I think there should be more breaks. Not necessarily just like a 2-hour recess.
I'm just thinking for myself as a kid. That's where my brain went.
Yeah.
I just remember, this is not long enough.
Yeah.
It goes by way too fast. I don't want to go learn.
Yeah.
I want to be outside.
This is too much fun.
That was me.
Those are good questions. I like that debate.
Hey, good job, Carrie.
Yeah. Thanks, Carrie. She's over there like punching the air. Woo. Okay. Well, Katie, give us a little quick rundown about OptimizeU. You guys have been on the podcast before. And y'all truly do look at the whole person. It's all about optimization of you. So y'all do a lot of things, but we're not going to talk about all of them today. Just give us a quick rundown of like some of what y'all do and what you're about real quick.
Yeah. So hormone optimization is our priority. That's where we start with everyone, or encourage everyone to start with. Beyond that, we do recovery modalities, anything that supports, physical, mental, sexual health. You can find it there. We do IV therapy, injections for vitamins. We do metabolic testing and DEXA scans, so body composition, if that's important to you, which I know it is to you guys.
Yeah.
We offer all of that to support. We do weight management, so people that are needing support with that, we also offer that. We just opened a 4th location, so we'll be able to offer more recovery modalities to people. You have now Franklin, Brentwood, East Nashville, and Belmead.
Nice. Belmead's the new one.
Belmead is the new one. Yeah. Currently, yeah, it's a beautiful facility. So currently, they have a hyperbaric, compression, cryo, IV, infrared saunas, and red light bed. Near infrared red light.
Nice.
Yes. The great girls are great. And then all of our other clinics kind of have similar things, Franklin is cold plunge, compression. We will have red light soon. That's where IVs are going to be primarily focused at first there in Belmead. Brentwood has cold plunge, vibration therapy, red light, cryo, compression, and a red light bed. And then East Nashville is where we do all of that plus testing. So our metabolic testing, DEXA scanning, you're going to see a provider there. You can see a provider everywhere, but we've got a provider there almost every day now. So
nice. It's like a one-stop, OptimizeU is like a one-stop shop for all things like to like add to your strength training.
Yes, to support
nutrition.
You. Yeah, to support you. You're already doing the physical work. You come in and we help you with the repair. And the planning to, dial in your nutrition, or I work with coaches to kind of help come up with a plan that's best tailored to that client. It might not work in a group fitting or group setting for you guys, but the one-on-one coaches that their clients come in and do metabolic testing, I can provide them with specifics of recovery and how long that they need to be put under a tension load, how many times per week they need to strength train versus cardio versus HIIT.
Wow.
The test that we do dials all that in. It's very specific to that client. It's cool. I still need to do yours.
That's very cool. I know. You do need to do mine. Actually, that would be so helpful just in general to
just
see
so
how
you can
works.
understand.
Yeah, just to understand. Yeah.
It's great data. But if you look at it for more than just like a health report card and you actually put it to use, you'll see a lot of incredible changes. For me, I tested myself 4 times in 1 week just so I could see what would happen with the test. How do I know unless I do it? And one thing that kind of remained the same was the fat max for myself. The difference in 103 beats per minute to 104 and 105 was a 30% loss.
Say that again.
The difference between 103 beats per minute up to 104 or 105 was a 30% loss in my fat max burning.
Interesting.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
So my body shifted. So what the test told me was, hey, you need to stop being lazy. You need to get up and walk some more. Yeah. Which, we know that.
Right.
But I haven't been.
But like even that small difference in beats per minute was what made the difference in your fat.
So it doesn't matter how many deadlift sessions I'm doing. It doesn't matter, how, many strength training days I'm doing because that's not the heart rate that I'm performing in to get that body change. So if I really want to see certain things shift in my form, I'm going to have to spend more time at 103 beats per minute. 103 beats per minute is my zone 2.
Okay.
If we go to Google and we look up zone 2, it's about 115, I believe. Is that correct?
Yeah, 115, 120, right?
Yeah.
Zone 2.
So.
Yeah.
So that's not me.
Yeah.
So if I came in and I did, and I won't say which gyms do it, but if I was tracking heart rate and following their plan, I would be performing in zone 5 every single time, which would put my body under too much stress. And not reap the rewards and results that I really want it to have. So I never would have known that, even with years of training and competing. I never would have known that. But it's where I'm at currently right now. If I follow this plan for 8 to 12 weeks and then I retest, it's likely to be shifted as long as I'm following what they're saying to do. So on that test, it also gives you recovery suggestions. So I knew that breath work was really important. I needed to add in sauna sessions. It told me how many sauna sessions I needed to go to, how many cold plunge exposures, or, you could do cryo as well. It also broke down which bags of IVs I needed.
Wow.
Yeah.
What does this test look like?
This is the PNOE test. So this is the metabolic test. It's a mask that we put on you.
Okay.
It's Bluetooth, so it's, not old school. You would see like a big tube coming off of you and ran into a bunch of machines.
Yeah.
It's like that, but it's dialed into a little machine that you wear on your back. This is the active metabolic test. We also do a rested one, which I think we talked more about on the last podcast. This active one is done putting your lungs under stress. So I'm pushing you to a pretty vulnerable position. I mean, I'm not pushing you to the point of like passing out or anything, but you think you're going to quit and I'm telling you to keep going.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You'd be all right with it.
Yep.
So I am looking at the graphs that are going on my machine, and I know if you've reached your point or if it's more mental. So then I can actually tell you if you've got a little bit more in you or not. I push you to that point, and then I have you come down. We go through a recovery period. It takes all of this information and calculates. It goes through. I want to say it's like. I know the combined of metabolic for rested and active is like 23 biomarkers. So you're getting a lot of information. So what you don't find out with lab work, you get a really good picture of what's going on internally.
I definitely want to do that soon.
It's fun.
Like just to know. That's so fun.
Just come in.
Yeah.
Even if you don't use it, it's fun to do. And I mean, I want you to use it.
Yeah. I would use it.
Yeah. But beyond this, just the test. So that's where I kind of come into, I do the consultation, and because of my experience with nutrition coaching outside of OptimizeU, I have those conversations with our patients and our clients that are coming in, and I'm not a one-on-one coach through OptimizeU, but I am coaching them on how to start. Yeah. And
that's helpful.
Yeah. And making those recommendations and putting them into connections with personal trainers and telling them where to grocery shop and what foods to avoid. Yeah. And
that's so nice.
So you're leaving with that information as well. And if you are a patient in the clinic, you're going to get more of me.
Recurring. Yeah. You said that everybody's recovery is different. Like in your recovery, what did your metabolic test say that you needed specifically?
I needed more sauna sessions, which I hated doing.
Really?
I'm a cold plunge girl. Yeah, I am actually I know what they say to do and don't do, but I love getting in a cold plunge, putting on some music, and sitting through for like 12 to 15 minutes.
Whoa, 12 to 15 minutes.
I love it.
That's impressive.
It's more of like a psychological thing for me.
I think that's true about
because I know what it's doing to my body, but I like cold plunge.
The mental benefits is good for you.
Yes, but it said that I needed more sauna sessions, which traditionally I'm in and out of a sauna in 4 minutes.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I can't do this. So I have been spending a lot of time in our oxygen sauna. Okay. Are you familiar with that one? I don't know if that was in there when you came in and toured.
I did infrared when I went.
The infrared's cool. It's a little too hot for me.
Okay.
It's a little too warm. That's one of those that I don't enjoy.
I love the sauna.
But the oxygen sauna, you're hooked up. We've got oxygen going, and it increases blood flow. So it's going to stimulate that detox a little bit quicker. So it's really great for someone who has, maybe we're in Nashville, so I'm going to say this one first, but a heavy drinker. Right? Just came in from the weekend and they want to get that out of their system. This would be a good modality for them. Maybe someone who has asthma, COPD, they're trying to detox from a medication. Any kind of heart condition, this sauna would be really helpful because you're hooked up to that oxygen. It's going to help support it. I do all of my breath work in there. So my box breathing, my diaphragm breaths, I do in there. It forces me to slow down because I'm on oxygen. I really want to feel that. When I get out of the sauna, I feel very energized. Most saunas make me relaxed and tired, especially our infrared sauna. I want to go home and go straight to bed. And I've got an hour drive. So I don't love that one. But the oxygen sauna, I feel like I could go run a mile or 2 or 3 maybe and not be tired. So it's more of a pick-me-up for me. Yep.
Oh, that's so cool.
I usually go through like 3 towels worth of wiping away sweat when I'm in there. And I do it for 30 minutes. So it was very specific. It told me to sauna 3 times per week. Okay. For a minimum of 20 minutes was what my suggested exposure was. So I don't know if this is like accurate saying or not, but I would say it would be like a cousin to a hyperbaric. It's not going to give you the same benefits that the hyperbaric does to that extreme, but you're still getting that oxygen support. So this time of year, really great.
Yeah.
Yeah, especially with like sickness and stuff.
Yes. I'm a big fan of it. So that was one thing that the test highlighted for me that I've been doing a lot more of, and I've learned to enjoy it. So I think it goes hand in hand with doing, I like doing red light first. Red light gets me really warm. I'm getting the benefits from the infrared and near infrared. Yeah. So I'm not bypassing that exposure.
Yeah, you're still getting that as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is so good.
That's honestly where I kind of started when I was dipping into this world. That's where I put a lot of time on, was the red light, because I was recovering from a surgery.
Yes, I was going to ask, what's your experience been like with red light? Like, what benefits have you seen from it?
Tremendous ones.
That's what I've heard.
So yes, the quickest explanation is I can recognize the absence more than I do its presence. Yeah. So when it's gone, I notice inflammation. My sleep is a little bit disrupted. If I haven't done it in a few days, I might notice like a texture in my skin feel a little bit different. Yeah. I've had children, so stretch marks are way less noticeable. Yeah. Lightening of like previous scars has started to take place, but I have been doing it pretty heavily since March. Okay. And I know for like scar repair, they say you're at like 20-30 sessions. So what I do tell people when they come into the clinic, if you're just wanting to experience one recovery modality, I typically don't suggest red light for the first time. Most people come to us because of the red light, but you're going to want to leave here feeling like you got something done. And your first exposure to red light is not very noticeable. No, I mean, you feel warm, you feel good inside, like you just laid out by the pool, but like, we're talking about repair on a cellular level. So it takes a long time to see those changes take place. And it's not a one exposure. It's progressive. It's a very progressive thing.
Into, like what is actually happening on the inside with red light. Like I'm someone who so has to like see the benefit of what I'm doing for me to like continue doing it, like be a believer. Like for me to take my vitamins every day, like I need to notice the difference between taking them and not taking them. Even though I know it's good for me, until I like see a difference, I won't make myself do it, and I have a red light mask that I sometimes use, I sometimes don't. And I think that's part of the hard part with red light for me is that you don't really notice. Like you're not going to notice right away. But it's going to take time because of what's happening like on the inside. Can you tell us a little more about like how it's working? What is it doing?
Yeah. So most people come for like collagen reproduction, fine lines, wrinkles, that kind of thing, skincare. And that's what they're initially coming to us for. I would say those are like recognizable within the first couple of weeks, to be honest. If you're pretty consistent with it, you're going to notice a little bit of a glow, your skin feeling tighter, maybe plumper, honestly, a little bit more moisturized. To reap the benefits from the muscular and nerve repair, I feel like you're going to have to do it for weeks, right? Multiple times per day. To speak on what it actually does at a cellular level, I'm not the scientist that developed them, but I can say from firsthand experience that it helps bring feeling into my ankle. I had surgery in the spring and I walk around with it numb all the time. And I do compression and then red light, and it does something to my nerves. And what was walking around with like a dragged club foot, I'm now able to pick it up and touch it to the ground. My toes are not as tingly. So just firsthand experience, I'm going to say that it's doing something on a cellular level.
Yeah, that's amazing. Have you done anything with
I have not. No, but I've heard so much about it. I've heard about the mitochondria waking up, like that's the building blocks of the cell. So it's like really helping out with all that. But the benefits of it when it comes to surgery and stuff, I've not heard too much about it. I know that Marcus touched on it a little bit, our boss at BFT, and he's done it with scars and surgery and how he's loved the
rapid
red light and
repair.
Doing it. Yeah, and it's a big deal.
Yeah.
It's very recognizable. So most days, my toes are very tingly, cold. My foot swells up kind of like a diabetic. I look like my ankle is just 3 times the size. And if I do compression and red light, that inflammation goes away.
Amazing. That's
so,
yeah. Wow. And you guys do a lot of more other things. I want to ask about after our break, the DEXA, and specifically in this new location in Belmead, what kind of recovery things you're going to have. But let's take a quick little break and then we'll get back into it. Hey guys, welcome back to the NFM Podcast. We are here with Mark and Katie from OptimizeU. I want to know more about the DEXA. We were talking about recovery, and I know that's one of the things you guys do. Mm-hmm. How is a DEXA, one, different from like a regular thing that you might use at home to scan your body composition? And then also, how can it give you information that's like valuable for your training or life, like overall knowing what you need to do?
Sure. I really wish Lauren was here for this conversation because she's our DEXA queen. She's the knowledge behind all of this. But from what I know from my own testing and a little bit that I've picked up from her, it's typically measured. It's the gold standard of body composition, but it's not just body composition, it's bone density, it dials into your visceral fat. So the scans at home I think are really great, especially if that's the only one you're using and you're being consistent with it.
That's the important thing.
Time of day, have you ate, have you worked out, have you used the bathroom, all of that stuff. Those things are going to shift a little bit, and if your numbers are something that are very important to you, that could play with someone's mind.
Yes.
Okay. A DEXA,
I actually have seen that a lot. Like with clients, they'll scan like randomly every few months, and it's like, oh, this was, or no, not every few months. Like maybe they scan like
Monday and
once
then
a week
again on Friday.
Yeah, and then it's like, okay, well, you're looking at such a short span, and if you can do it consistently at the same time, like you were saying, and if you can do it like a lot over a few months, then you're going to see a good general like idea of those numbers, even if they're not as specific as they can be. But the DEXA I have heard is it's like the most specific
99% accuracy.
Yeah.
The like in-body we have at other clinics, my understanding is there's like a 6% yield of inaccuracy that they warn you of. That's pretty significant. But again, if that's the only thing that you're measuring and you're consistent with it, then we shouldn't have to worry about it. The DEXA doesn't matter when, where, what, how kind of thing.
It's just it is spot on for the most part.
It is what it is. So that's really nice. Lauren really encourages people that have those skills at home to do that the day of that you're going to do your DEXA. Bring that information in. Do your DEXA and then compare. That way you can see the difference, number one, but then you'll be able to track the difference more accordingly when you're measuring at home.
Yeah.
I think the most important is obviously the bone density, you know, that people don't really think that that's something important to track, but it is incredibly important because once our bones are done growing, they're done growing.
You start losing it.
You just lose it. That's that. So what can we do to support it? Do we need to do anything to support it?
And then being able to kind of track your progress, like with your bone density. It also, I know, it will scan your muscle, your fat, your visceral fat, which is the fat that surrounds your organs. So kind of like
you can break down specific sites. You can request a specific limb if you had an injury on that leg. For me, I can I can have that one done.
See like an imbalance you might have. Like if you've had an injury.
She can do scans like for athletes where it cuts off their head, and those are kind of cool looking.
What would be the? What do you mean?
I guess for like maybe college recruiters possibly to see like what this athlete is actually like muscle mass worth.
Just like their body, like
yeah.
Oh,
some people have big noggins.
Wow.
I don't know. You know.
Yeah.
What's actually useful? She she and I kind of merged together with the DEXA and metabolic testing. The information that she gives me, I'm able to actually plug it into the PNOE AI that I was talking about, as well as like if you come to me with your biomarkers, I can put that in as well to help generate a more customized report. Even with that, AI is not taking over. I still do the consultations and coach you through it. But that information that I get from her, that body fat percentage is helpful when we're doing nutrition.
Yeah. For sure.
Yeah. So we do DEXA scans, very affordable. We do them for $150.
Okay. Yeah, that is actually, I know that is because I have a client who doesn't live here, is a virtual client, and we were looking at DEXA scans near her to go get it done. And one was like literally $400. So
I had a friend from high school make a post on Facebook and said, why after insurance am I paying $700 for a DEXA scan?
Yeah. Insane.
And I just sent a laughing emoji.
That's crazy.
I don't
Go
know. You tell me why.
everybody.
Why are you doing that? Because you don't have to. You just have to do a little research. You can get a little bit higher if you do site-specific add-ons. You know, if there's something that you want to. But the general scan from head to toe is $150.
Okay.
That goes.
And how
over.
often do they have to come in? How often do you suggest coming in for the DEXA scan? Like if you're,
I think the recommendation depends on your age.
Okay.
If you're on hormone supplements or optimization, if you are menopausal, perimenopausal, menopausal, all of that matters. With that being said, I'm currently doing a little test run, and I'm going to do a DEXA every week.
Okay. Do you do a lot of these little tests? I feel like you love
I
to try.
nerd out on
You're
it.
the perfect person to be working at OptimizeU because you are really trying
the numbers,
it all out.
the numbers.
Yeah. Well, how can I talk about it if I?
For sure.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm doing my own just because of what I found out on the PNOE. Because I definitely did get a little lazier in the gym, and with my nutrition, life came and hit me. So it woke me up, and I'm like, oh, okay, well, I'm going to do a 16-week reverse of everything that I just have done. But all of the things that I've been implementing in, I'm going to see what actually works. So I started with lab work before. I'm going to do labs again every 4 weeks.
Okay.
I did a DEXA scan and a metabolic test on week 1. I will do a DEXA once a week, labs every 4 weeks, and I'll do my metabolic test retest at 6 weeks instead of 8 and 12, just to see if there's any improvements.
You paint a really good picture at that point too.
Yeah. That way I know. That way I know if what I'm doing, it's working, at what rate it's working at. And then what changes I need to make. So
I love like you said 16-week thing is what
I'm doing. It's just for me because for me specifically from the coaching standpoint, I will never put someone in a deficit longer than 16 weeks.
Okay.
And I've been in a surplus.
Yeah.
So I'm okay.
Yeah.
But the reason I'm retesting is because if I get to a certain point, my body responds pretty quick to things. If I get to a certain number, I'm not going to go to 16 weeks.
Okay.
It wouldn't be necessary for me.
I just like the layout. Like I've found people love to have like a beginning point and an end point of like, even if that's not truly the end, like there's always more work to be done. But like just having a process like in where they know like, okay, this is what I'm working towards by this time.
I think deadlines are so important.
Yeah.
They keep
so like
you on track.
Having that with OptimizeU of like, you started with your labs, you did your metabolic tests, and then like, it's all these things and just see how you improve. It's not just random, like I'm going to find out this stuff about myself and then done. It's like, no, we have a process of like seeing how we're improving. That creates so much more like investment, I guess, into what they're doing and buy-in to like what's happening.
Sure. So to answer your question, we've got some people that are coming in monthly.
Okay.
Right. If they're on like a more crunched down plan that they're really trying to track progress, you could do it every 6 weeks or 6 months or yearly. I would say for someone who's already in that like menopausal state and, or on hormones, twice a year would be great. 3 to 4 times a year would be even better if you pair it up with labs and metabolic testing, then you're
What does that matter? Can you tell us a little bit about like the hormones that are going on like with menopause, for example? Like,
yes, there's certain hormones that actually cause your bones to reduce at a more rapid rate.
Yeah.
So maybe the dosage is wrong, or maybe you need to get on a different supplement to help support this, or maybe we need to have a serious conversation about the importance of strength training.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
Maybe it's not okay. We can't put more bone on you, but we can protect your bones and put more muscle on you, and showing them that picture of the DEXA scan. when you come in and get one, everything is color coded.
Okay.
So when you see the amount of like fat versus muscle versus bones that you have on your body, it really puts things into perspective, and sometimes it wakes people up.
Yeah,
so
for sure.
The repeated time, I think it would be goal oriented. Like what are you in here for?
Yeah.
For me, I'm going to do it as often as I want because it's right there in my office and it's fun to do. It takes 6 minutes and Lauren loves getting data just like I do. So it does not fluctuate my time a month. It does not fluctuate if I have ate or worked out. She says that there's a small window that she accounts for if I came in after a workout or something, but I've not seen it move any.
Okay.
So
interesting.
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah. So I pair that for me. The first DEXA that I did, my T-score, my bone density is pretty significant, but I'm like, okay, well, I'm on vitamin D. I want to see what works. I started doing vitamin panels to see if all of the money that I'm spending on vitamins is paying off, and come to find out that my vitamin D was just really, really low. So I started doing shots of vitamin D, and my most recent DEXA had improved.
Amazing.
So
why do you think? Like, what's the difference in doing an IV of vitamin versus taking a pill?
I think the absorption, for whatever reason, my metabolism would not break it down and absorb it. So, and I've tried multiple brands. I didn't realize that I even had a deficiency. I mean, probably had like a few symptoms of it, but vitamin D is actually our supplement of the month right now.
Okay.
It's on sale.
I love that. Supplement of the month?
Yeah. Vitamin D. Everybody needs it. We're not getting it right now.
So important.
Today
I was about to say, we
got a little bit of sunshine, but you're right.
Yeah.
It's that
we're
time
not getting
of year.
enough. So, low motivation, fatigue, brain fog, all of the above. That it affects your mood, it affects your energy, digestion, sleep, quality. So if those things start dipping, that's one of those vitamins that I feel like you should have in your back pocket.
Seasonal effectiveness disorder.
Yeah.
Sad. But that's the thing. People got kind of sad in the wintertime. They're not getting enough vitamin D. They're not doing the things they would usually do to try and get that in. So so important.
It's a perfect time to go to OptimizeU, y'all.
Yeah.
Especially if you live in Belmead.
Yeah, the clinic's beautiful. So
tell us about that.
Yeah, that clinic.
What makes it beautiful? Is it aesthetic or
very aesthetic?
I need to go by here. I love an aesthetic.
It's beautiful. We're getting a new sign put in very soon. So if you're looking for us, you won't see it by the OptimizeU sign, but it does share the parking lot of Moe's and Publix off of Harding Place. Okay. Yeah, in Belmead. So we're right next to Moe's, and I think there's a yoga studio right there as well. You walk in, it's bright. It's got tiles and marbles everywhere, and a fireplace and a hyperbaric. And the IV lounge is really cute. It's separated, so you have some privacy. So for someone like you that doesn't do as well with injections or IVs, you've got that privacy.
Yeah,
to where
you know me.
We're not out in front of people. The cryo
won't see me cry.
Yeah, the cryo gets really, really cold. It's negative triple digits.
Oh, that's more cold than the other ones?
No, ours is equally as cold.
Okay. You're just letting everybody know.
I'm just letting people know in Belmead that that's what they are getting.
Oh, yeah. And you love cryotherapy, right?
I love cryo.
I thought so. Which if you like cold plunging, then I'm sure you like cryo.
So I'm one of the people, too, that push the limits on that one.
See, that one terrifies me. I'd rather sit in the sauna. Have you done cryotherapy?
No. I'm sauna.
Yeah.
I'm sauna all day.
I stayed in so long one time that it took about 4 hours for me to get my fingertips back. And
oh my gosh.
Can't do that anymore. So 3 minutes is our suggested time. I think Belmead is 3.5. But they do have the infrared and red light bed, and then they have the infrared saunas. Their saunas are very big and spacious. Nice. You go in single session, but I believe you could do a partner session in both of their saunas. So they've got 2 of those. Nice. They also have compression, and we will be doing IVs there as well, selling all of our supplements, peptides, vitamins, all of the above. They will have everything that all of our other clinics have. So.
If somebody wants, I know you guys are doing a really great deal for recovery. If someone wants to just do your recovery methods, how much is it? And can they go to all the locations?
Sure. So your first experience at any location is free.
Okay.
So you can come in.
Go, Mark?
Yeah.
You can come in and you can try us at any location. I mean, I wouldn't know if you tried it 4 times, honestly.
Okay.
You can pop into each clinic and see which one you
Yeah.
like. I don't know. I don't
She's
have a
just
way
like,
to track that.
Pro tip, everybody.
Are we beating the system
I'm
right
telling
now?
Jackie and Josh not to listen to this podcast, right?
Yeah, yeah.
I know. I fill it out, make sure that this is something that you want to be a part of.
Yeah.
I believe that everybody that becomes a member becomes friends. Like it's a community, and we sit down and talk with all of our clients and members just like this almost regularly. So if you want to utilize a drop-in past that free modality, that first one, it's $30 for every modality, no matter what it is, aside from the hyperbaric. The hyperbaric is a different price point. $30. If you want to do 2 and you're not a member, the additional modality is $10.
Okay.
So you could come in and ask for 3 and it would be $40.
So that's not bad at all.
Yeah.
It's not bad at all.
Yeah. So with that being said, if you came in one day and you did 3 recovery sessions at $40, you might as well just sign up for our monthly membership.
Right.
Which is $99. And that gets you access to all 4 of our clinics. And you can come in and utilize 1 modality per day. Yeah.
That's an amazing deal.
Yeah.
So $99, you can utilize any of the modalities, 1 per day.
1 per day.
At any of the locations.
Yeah, we don't have a true unlimited. If you want to add an additional one, it's $10.
Yeah.
So that works for people.
Yeah, $10 if you buy it for the $99 a month, but then $10 for the extra modality if you come in one day.
Yeah, because not everyone that would request that upgraded unlimited are going to come in every single day for unlimited services to account for that expense. So we try to keep it low, and I feel like I've shopped around. It's very reasonable compared to the market.
And you guys, like,
we want to, the reason that it's priced that way is because we want you to come in and experience it and reap those benefits. And we believe that the everyday working person deserves to have those. And it's not just for the upper class.
Yeah, because I was gonna ask also the demographic of people that are coming in to OptimizeU. Is it fitness people? Is it just anyone what is the actual demographic you've seen that come in?
We have a little bit of everything. We've got musicians. We've got fitness enthusiasts. I have a client that got a second job so she can come in and afford this because it made her feel so much better.
Yeah, she knows the value.
Yeah, so I think we have something for everyone.
Yeah. And for people, there's a lot of places you can go for recovery, but $99 for recovery, and then knowing that there's the option to do more, like they're already plugged into OptimizeU. If you want to start getting into your labs and hormones and your metabolic testing, whatever, then they've already got that community of people who know what they're talking about. So I love OptimizeU. I think it's great. Where can people find you? And if they want to do, like, for example, the $99 recovery membership, where would they go to do that? Yeah,
so we've got one in Franklin. That is across from the factory.
Okay.
I think the road is Liberty Station.
Sounds right.
Yeah. The Brentwood is off of Concord. That's down by the Kroger.
Okay.
And Brentwood, Nolensville area. So that's more Nolensville with a Brentwood address. We've got Belmead. We've already said where that's at, but it shares the parking lot with Publix, and it's off of Harding. And then East Nashville is off of Woodland. That is down by Hunter Station, if you're familiar with that in East Nashville. So we've got 4 locations, really easy access, honestly, to all of them. The East Nashville one's 30 seconds off the interstate. Okay. Belmead is Belmead traffic. So, to be honest, I've been learning that. Belmead, and then Franklin and Brentwood are really easy to get in and out of.
Yeah.
So, the Brentwood one, though, it's off of Concord, and we share the parking lot with New View Vision. You don't know that we're there unless you're looking for us. So if you're not looking for us, you'll drive right past it and miss it. But it's a beautiful facility, and the girls there are great. If you find yourself in Cool Springs shopping, you can go to Franklin, even though you live in East, or you want to go get an
Brentwood and the East, and they're both great locations. Love it.
Well, since you came in Brentwood, we have remodeled and updated. Yeah,
wow. So it looks good already. So that's crazy.
We facelifted it, and Franklin got facelifted as well. So
amazing.
What you might have previously come in and exposed yourself to is no longer the same at either clinic. Both had modalities added, so an expansion.
Sweet. I love that. Yeah. And then people can find you on social media as well.
Social media, we are trying to combine our Instagrams down to one. So it's OptimizeU Nashville is the one page that we will be using. But obviously, we've got our website. It's OptimizeUcenters.com.
Okay.
and then we're tagged in a lot of your posts.
Yeah.
So really easy to find us.
Yeah. NFM
but you don't have to schedule anything. You can just walk in.
Walk in?
Yeah.
Sweet.
Awesome.
We love walk-ins.
Yeah. Good to know.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome. Well, thank you, Katie, so much for coming and educating us in so many things and telling us all about OptimizeU. Thank you, Coach Mark, for hosting with me today. If you guys found this episode helpful or enjoyable, on behalf of NFM and Spread the Positive, we really appreciate you being here. Please like, subscribe, and share with friends, and we hope to catch you on the next one.